Thanks to Wondrium for sponsoring today's video. All right, Trent, what new car are we leaving here with today?
I don't know, I would take any of them. There's Tyrell's old truck.
Oh, nice. What does he drive now?
And here's Tyrell's new truck.
Really?
New Tundras.
Cool.
Far one.
Oh, fancy.
Anyway, I just got to run in and grab some stickers that we had made for Mountain Made Vans. But as always in this place, I get wrapped into like checking out everything in the shop, and I'll probably be in there an hour, but I'm gonna try to be fast.
Into the mountains, send me off into the wild. Misery is still a path I would choose if the alternatives are worse. I guess it's time to find a friend, one who will stick by to the end.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you think?
I like it.
Just got the lift and the 37's put on it.
What are you gonna do with the old one?
Trevor's driving it.
Oh, nice.
We're gonna keep it around for a bit.
Cool,
It's just too
cool.
pretty of a marketing tool to get rid of.
Yeah, it is pretty.
It's kind of cool to see this comparison of the 33 versus the 37.
I want to put 37s on that, but I think I have to put the leveling kit.
You gotta
Wow.
do the leveling kit. I'd do an upper control arm too, because then that changes the way that the actual tension works, where this is all factory still, and so you're putting a little spacer. And,
That's why we can't
37s.
come here, is because Trent gets all these ideas
We
about,
have
oh,
to.
Tyrell's doing
Oh,
this.
I've got
I could
about
do this."
$50,000 worth of ideas we can do to that one.
Girl, you're one of a kind. I just can't get you off my mind, baby. We'd be unshakable.
We recently watched the Shania Twain documentary on Netflix, and I really didn't know anything about her or really like her music or her life story, and it is a great documentary, but also totally rekindled Trent's love of all things country music, and especially Shania Twain, especially after like learning about her life. We are indoctrinating Leo into the world of music, and now I guess that includes Brooks and Dunn, Shania Twain, Alan Jackson, Tim McGraw, Faith Hill. Trent loves Faith Hill.
90s country is just like what I grew up on, so it just like takes me back to a time when I didn't have all this burden and responsibility. It was a simpler time where I enjoyed life.
It's
That's
carefree music.
And that's why I like to listen to it.
Yeah. So does Leo. Maybe
Leo
not.
is hating.
Yeah. Actually, Leo hates country music.
Yeah.
Laughs came so easily tonight. You're aware I'm prepared to keep you.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Good, how are you?
All right, we made it down here to Mountain Made Vans, and this van is really coming together. It is looking amazing in here. They've got our benches and the backs of the benches in. A lot of the upper cabinets are in. They're working on some of the electrical up there, doing the wall paneling, which is all done.
Wow.
This thing is coming together, baby.
Is that Nat? Do you see Nat? Say hi.
Say, Matt, what's on your face?
Yeah, you are.
Matt was growing a handlebar mustache for a mountain bike race that happened a week or 2 weeks ago, and he's still rocking the handlebar stash.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep growing it out till November.
Nice.
Nice.
Love felt so real to me tonight. I'm aware I have to prepare to lose it right. I like to hang with you. Don't wanna get into.
What do you think? Is this trailer going to be solid?
No,
Oh, great.
but it's good enough.
Okay.
It's good enough for what I need it for, and you guys will see what that is shortly.
All right, guys. We love you. We'll see you later. We are just heading out of the shop. We have a new trailer. Actually, it's an old trailer. It's been at the shop for a long time. That's very helpful when we're getting van build supplies. It's not in use right now, and we need it to possibly pick up something that Trent is very excited about. Of course, we're just going to look, which
I want to look with a trailer.
if it's car parts or a puppy and you're just going to look, you know you're leaving with it, regardless of whatever you think is about to happen.
There could be a different situation than what you're anticipating with car parts. With a puppy, It's always a puppy.
You're always gonna leave with the puppy.
There's always a puppy there, so you're probably leaving with a puppy.
Yeah, right. You don't love country. You absolutely
Relaxing.
You love it.
It's relaxing. So we are going to pick up something that's going on the trailer that very few people will be excited about other than myself. Also, my Aunt Kathy is visiting here in town, so she's at my grandparents' house. We're gonna stop by and say hi to all of them and spend a little bit of time here. Then we're going to pick up the stuff that's going on the trailer. How you doing?
Hello.
Wonderful. How could anybody around here be anything but wonderful?
I don't know.
It's true.
Oh,
Are you enjoying the heat?
what heat?
Yeah.
This is no heat.
Really?
Heaven's sakes.
It feels good, huh?
Yeah, you ought to know what heat is back there where you can't breathe.
That's true.
I'm much better now that I'm hugging you.
We just came to say hello.
Hello. Hello, Mr. Leo. I have a surprise for you, my little darling.
How you doing?
A bride that Grandma calls it. Is it Gigi? Yes, it is. Yeah, you're just like Scout. Yeah. They scream high to heaven. And Casey says, be nice.
Leo is starting to go through a phase where anybody other than Allie and I tries to pick him up or hold him or touch him, and he like just cries and gets afraid, and people that love him want to hold him and talk to him, and he like wants nothing to do with it, and he just wants to cry and wants either Allie or I to take him, and it's a little bit of a tough stage, but hopefully he smooths on through it and gets over it quickly.
So I said, why don't we get some books?
Oh, books are
Looky
fun.
here.
You love books.
This is to take to Grandma Gloria's house.
There's pigs.
There's the little piggies going night-night. That's like Grandma Gloria's farm. Did the bride work for me and Gigi, huh?
Are you gonna read a book together?
Looky there. Can you tell Gigi turn the page? There's the gorilla. Why are you scrunching my mouth? Is he trying to tell me shut up? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We'll go back to reading the book. Is that good? This is the one that opens up. Is Papa funny?
Yeah, it's funny.
You wanna open that one?
Oh, yeah, we'll try to be here.
Okay.
Okay, Gigi has lots of books to read. Mwah! 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 Thank you for stopping by. I love you too. My little darling.
We'll talk to you
thanks
soon.
for stopping by, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
My aunt used to come and visit every year. She's lived in California my entire life. She never had any kids of her own, and so me and some of my cousins have always kind of been like her kids. A few years ago when we were traveling, I think she didn't come, and then COVID happened, and seeing her at my grandparents' house just is this reminiscent time of like when I was younger, and I love seeing her. She's an awesome person, and she's so much fun to have around, and you guys know my grandparents. Everybody loves my grandparents. And it's just a beautiful experience to be able to let Leo get to know my Aunt Kathy, and just family is important. Now we are on our way to the Dodge dealership. No, we're not buying a car. We are going to the Dodge dealership because the parts that I'm picking up that are gonna go on the trailer are being sold by a guy that works at the Dodge dealership, but not through the Dodge dealership. I don't know. I found something on Facebook Marketplace and we're gonna go check it out.
Time has been so hard on us, my friend. Sun goes down, but we get back again. Trouble is a silly thing, it all
I ordered 40 grand worth of stuff and a guy backed out on me.
Oh, perfect.
So I got a set of 42s. I got a real high-end king coilover lift for one, a JK. Those axles.
Don't tempt him with anything else.
Yeah, I got
Just load it all up.
No, Trent.
So that guy just has all these crazy parts. I guess they spent $40,000 worth of parts building some Jeep here, and then some guy backed out, so they ended up with all the parts. And I guess when you're a distributor, you can't just return stuff. So they're just sitting on all of these parts, which is why I'm getting such a good deal on these axles. But he's trying to give me the tires and the lift and all these other things. And Allie's got like steam coming out of her ears, like, no way.
If we haven't explained it, we're here for parts for the Tacoma, the big red truck that doesn't move. It's completely totaled. It's just sitting on our property, taking up space. And Trent is so excited about rebuilding it to make it this like off-road rock crawling machine. And these guys have a lot of parts for it, but they're really expensive. So we're gonna piecemeal some stuff together. We're getting an amazing deal on some axles that these guys aren't gonna be able to use. But that's all we're here for. It's literally just like coming for one puppy and then you leave with two puppies. We're only here for the one puppy.
They do have a couple puppies. No, it's cool. I'll be back.
Oh my gosh. Leo, Daddy's getting a puppy. What? What? I don't know anything about this type of stuff, so I'm not even gonna try to pretend like I'm contributing at all to this discussion, but I know Trent is really excited about building this rock crawler, and he's been looking for parts over the last few months. We don't want to spend a ton of money on it, but there's a lot that needs to be rebuilt because the truck is crushed and smushed and needs some very specific modifications in order to take it on the type of terrain we're going to be taking it on. And I mean, if you can't tell, he's a kid in a candy shop. He's so happy right now. Those are the Monster Jam tires you were talking about.
Oh, you were talking about some of those?
It's brand new on eBay for 4 is $4,100. And he said he'd give me all 5 for $3,700.
No.
That's basically a free tire and like $400 off. It's a good deal.
Do you feel like time is passing through you? Caught in the wind but never really moving.
Hope this works.
You and me both.
Maybe you can get both in there. Okay. There you go.
Nice. What do you see?
It's just an axle.
But there is an axle.
Yeah, there's most of an axle, I hope.
We purchased the axles. I don't know if you could tell we were going to purchase the axles by seeing the forklift put them in the trailer, but it was pretty obvious for me from the get-go. There was no, we're just here to look. We got the axles. Trent's really excited. I have absolutely no idea what to compare any of this to, so I don't know if I'm supposed to be upset or not at the price. All I know is the truck needs axles, so now we have axles. Should I be upset?
We got the truck, we got the axles. Now we just need a bunch of other parts, a lot of time, some tubing, a welder, a torch, some blood, some sweat, and some tears, and we'll have a rock crawler, baby.
We got plenty of those last 3.
Oh, yeah.
A few years ago, we started working with the Great Courses, and if you've been around since then, you've heard me talk about them, and they've actually rebranded to Wondrium, who I've been using for the last 8 or 9 months. Ever since Leo was born, it's given me a reason to learn something new and do something for myself. Wondrium is where you find the answers to anything you've ever wondered about, and the answers to some things you've never imagined you would wonder about. If you're like me, it's really important to continue to challenge yourself, and especially after a day with a baby, do something at a little bit more of an adult level and learn something new. And that's why I love Wondrium, because you can learn in small bits and chunks whenever you have time. It's totally on your own schedule, and you can learn about anything in the world. Their carefully curated selection of short and long-form videos, how-tos, travelogues, and documentaries are fully researched, comprehensive, and presented by engaging experts. Their library is constantly evolving and growing. I've been enjoying reliving our South America trip and learning more about the ancient civilizations that walked through the very same places we traveled through. So if you've been looking for a way to challenge yourself or just learn something new, do something for you, Wondrium is exactly what you've been looking for. If you click our link in the description, they're giving you a free trial for our viewers only. Click our link below or go to wondrium.com/Trent Allie. And thanks again to Wondrium for sponsoring today's video.
Leo, what are you doing down here? You're just so wide awake? Why did you wake up so early? It's still nighttime. What happened this morning? Ooh. What? 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 Whoa. Oh.
Now you guys are probably wondering why we're not making lattes. It's because we're out of milk.
You look so wide awake.
It's a sad morning.
We've been really grateful that after about 8.5 months, Leo started to sleep through the night. Before that, he was waking up like 2 or 3 or sometimes 4 times a night, every single night of his life up until about 8.5 months. And now he sleeps through the night. The only change is now he wakes up at like 6 in the morning. This morning, Trent woke up really early and took Leo down here and tried to get him back to sleep. And it was pretty successful. Except, you know that like groggy feeling when you like wake up, try to go back to sleep. It would have been better if you just woken up fully and like started your day, because now you're like in this weird half asleep zone. That's how we feel right now.
You look really wide awake.
Yep. And I know that we should probably be working on the garage. However, there are some details. We're still waiting for our low impact permit. It was supposed to be done on Friday. Today is Tuesday. Hopefully we can get that maybe squared away today, and then we can apply for the actual permits. And it's gonna be probably another week or 2 before that's done. So I'm guessing it's gonna be like 2 or 3 weeks before we can start working on the additions. And really the only other thing I can do right now is frame in the bathroom in the living space up above the garage, and then start doing plumbing. And I would kind of prefer to have the additions done before I do plumbing, so I can just do all the plumbing at once. So today we're gonna install the bumper.
Is that funny? Is Daddy funny?
Leo likes to live his life upside down.
Whoa!
Brandon just pulled up. He is here with the supplies that we need. I needed a couple of small little bits and bobs so that we can do our special project for today. As you guys saw yesterday, we went and picked up those axles that were loaded with a forklift. And even I think if we unpack them out of the pallets, I don't know if Brandon and I can even move the rear axle.
Babe.
Probably not.
Babe.
Okay. All right.
I got
Now
you.
we're talking. We'll have a segment later called Can Allie Do It?
Good morning. Really glad you're wearing that shirt because I almost couldn't see you.
Yeah. I glow in the dark today.
Hi. Hi. Leo. Hi.
All right, so I ordered these like a month ago, and basically the day I ordered them, it was like, your order has shipped, and these are custom decals. And I was like, how did it ship like that day? Also, they were coming from Canada, so I think that's why it took so long for them to get here, but I'm kind of excited to see how these turned out. So that says Vans
Okay.
made.
Are they silver? What color are they?
They're black and blue.
If you spelled it wrong, I'll be so sad at you.
That would be. I mean, hopefully they have some type of quality control. They're like, hey, did you mean to spell mountain?
Mountain.
All right, so there's mountain. I just wanted to have something that we could like actually stick on the vans that said our name. And so rather than trying to do like some weird logo that we design, I just wanted to do like Mountain Made Vans, like the words, and see if we could get some cool decals. I'm interested to see how it looks on the vans and like where we can put them. And maybe we'll stick with them and maybe we won't.
So we went to go look.
At what? Of course you did. Trent can't just go look at stuff.
In every relationship, I think there's the person that thinks really big, has big grandiose ideas, wants to spend a lot of money, doesn't really want to stick to a budget. And then there's the other person that is like super calculated, very risk averse.
These are known as the fun person and the no fun person.
Wow. You need both, right? You need both to balance each other out. He just has great big ideas, and I rein him in a little bit sometimes because we got to stick to some kind of a budget. I don't know if that happens in your relationship, if you're more of the Trent or my personality when it comes to budgeting and spending. But I know that a winch and a bumper on the front of this truck, they're a little bit extravagant to some people, but for our standards, for where we live, for the type of mountain that we live on, they are extremely necessary. So as soon as we got this truck, the next question was, all right, we need to order a bumper and a winch. And even though I have a very tight budget, that was the one thing where I was like, 100%, we need it. And guess what? We have it.
Let me just tell you, with our black truck, when I bought the winch and the bumper, Allie was like, we don't need this. This is overkill. Why would you do that? And even we had tons of comments of people being like, oh yeah, you're never gonna use that. And I'd used that winch like 1,000 times. So this truck's definitely getting a winch. And today, we're gonna be installing it.
Hi, buddy.
Dana is here helping out, taking care of Leo so we can make all the noise. Trent also spent all of last night doing like cross-posted research to make sure that he got a good deal. He seems to think we saved hundreds of thousands of dollars, which is always what I want to hear.
Allie doesn't care if we spend money as long as she thinks we're getting a good deal. My job is to prove that it's a good deal.
We've done this once before, but
we didn't do anything.
Didn't pay any attention to
I
it.
sat on the couch inside while Trent did the bumper. Let's keep things straight.
So what's the game plan here? You just need to unbolt.
Yes, we start with unbolt.
This is basically a game of Operation, but truck version.
Short guy.
Don't let it fall on you.
It's all coming down.
The rest of it, so don't let it fall.
Oh yeah.
Woo! And that's it, right?
For today. We'll see you next time on Trent Allie.
You better start moving and feel the music. Get your groove on and let it use you. When you feel the fire and you know it's right, pure desire. Just hold on tight. Get up.
Don't be a dog with your tongue hanging out.
Is that what it says?
Really?
You know the reasons why. Just dance. Just dance.
You know, you would think that like when car manufacturers like make vehicles, they're like, let's make all of the bolts really easy except this one. And that will like prevent people from wanting to work on their own cars because they'll be like, oh, you need a special tool to get in there. We've got 2 of those bolts right now. I got one of them off. I got one more, and then the whole bumper's gonna come off. Ready?
This is the moment we've been waiting for.
Should be the moment.
Oh boy! Look at that! Oh, it looks so naked.
It is. Quite a bit of room in there for a winch though, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, there's massive room.
The problem with Cummins or like a turbo diesel is they have a big intercooler that sits in front of the radiator and it usually hangs down really low, so you can't put a winch down here, so they end up having to put it out in front, and that's why those bumpers on turbo diesels are like so massive, so you can fit the winch in there.
Okay.
But with this gas truck, boom, they can put it down here.
Really?
Yeah,
It'll
so
be
the bumper
sleek.
doesn't stick out very far. I'm done for the day.
All right, I'll tap in. You tap out. It's mostly bolts, right?
It's all bolts.
So loud.
It's loud?
Huh?
What?
Not very loud, actually.
In case there was any doubt here, there's no instructions. Trent has never done this before. You can't go back. He's cutting things off of the truck.
No, weld it back on.
It's the same process.
Okay. So we trust him.
Absolutely.
Do you want like gloves maybe?
That one might have been the wrong one.
Are you joking? Yeah. Trent!
All this RAM engineering here getting transported to the new bumper. This is all the parking sensors and the marker lights that are on the front corner. Don't know where this is supposed to go. The inside of my bumper all dirty.
Yeah, a couple trips up this road and it'll be nice and dirty for you.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah? Shirley Temple or just regular?
I don't like your attitude right now. Being kind of rude. And we're supposed to pick up those axles after this?
No, remember? I'm gonna do that with my muscles. How's that Gatorade?
It's pretty good, thank you. And now I could
been,
use a couple of cookies.
Sitting in the trunk of the 4Runner for the last 6 months.
Oh, that's why it tastes good.
Yeah.
It's aged like a
Yeah, it's
fine
aged.
wine. The Wont VR Evo. And in case you guys are wondering, I know Allie's wondering, there was one more winch that was more expensive than this one, and I didn't buy that one.
Thank you.
I did some research and read some reviews, and the guys were like,
It's not worth it.
yeah, basically.
Good.
Make it look heavy for the video.
Make it look heavy for the video. You guys are so strong.
Pretty heavy.
This is cool. Why is that thing so crooked? It gets reattached later?
Which angle it's supposed to be at?
You're lying.
I'm dead serious.
That's how it's gonna sit.
Is it not straight?
Because we had to move it.
Go
What?
throw that
We had to relocate it.
That's not like we didn't choose to do that. This is all by the manufacturer's specifications.
To me, it sounds like that won't work as well if it's crooked.
You gotta take it up with the people that went to school to make these decisions,
Okay.
not us. You're like Brandon arguing with the architect all the time.
Okay, I'm just
Or the structural engineer, I should say.
just making sure.
It's a valid argument. Though.
It's like our design for this bumper.
No. Was it all recommended to be installed together at least, or was it
Yeah,
just
it was
like?
like, you want this too? And I was like, my wife will kill me, but why not?
I'm the cool kid from the block. I'm the one calling all the shots. Whether you're ready or not, I'm but two plenty drop. Go left, go right, working up my appetite. No fork, no knife, having dinner with my eyes. So sweet, so nice, have a
Ooh. Okay, that's pretty.
Thanks.
You made it yourself.
Made it myself. We're making a lot of progress. It's been basically an entire day. It's 2 o'clock. Looks like we haven't done anything, but what we have done is some stuff. We basically got this ready. I do need to put some zip ties on this harness to get it held on. As soon as that all is buttoned up inside there, we can actually mount the bumper.
Cool.
And then I can wire up the winch and wire up the light bar, and then we'll be done. And
Okay.
My back is killing me.
Really?
Just being hunched over all day.
Yeah.
And I've just been having back pain lately. Just age, I
You
don't
need to
know.
do some sit-ups. crunches.
Run an Iron Man or something?
You like that idea?
No.
I'm the cool kid from the block. I'm the one calling all the shots. Whether you're ready or not, I'm about to pump this place up.
What do you think?
That looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Oh, it looks so close when I close my eyes. So burn the map. I ignore the signs.
All right, went ahead and threw the positive and the negative leads for the winch on. Bumper's completely mounted, winch is mounted.
Ooh!
That's out, I wanted it to go in, sir.
Oh, it fits in its little home.
Look at that, looks pretty slick, huh?
Really nice. I don't like that you can't see how it's coiling up. Like, what if it's binding or something?
Gotta get down here in your hands and, excuse us? You gotta get down here on your hands and knees and watch it.
Can you see it though?
Through that hole before you put this there. You can kind of see it.
Huh.
You know, it could be better.
Yeah, the other one was better, I think.
Yeah, but it like stuck out to here.
Yeah, but it looked
Looked ridiculous.
okay, as long as this doesn't have issues.
Like you sacrifice a little bit for how nice, like this looks factory almost.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It looks really sleek. It's all tucked away. It's got amazing lighting. It's got a winch. It's got everything you need, but it just looks like it came that way.
As long as it never malfunctions, it'll be great.
We just put it on there. We know how to take it off. We just take the whole bumper off and fix it.
Okay. In the snow.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the side of the highway.
Cool, on the side of the highway, yeah. Super successful day, honestly, and the winch and the bumper and the light bar looks really good. So I have no complaints. I should have trusted Trent from the get-go. He knew what he was doing and it came out really nice. Before we call it a day, we have this trailer with our next project just chilling on it that cannot stay there overnight. It's probably gonna end up raining. We need to get it in the garage. Even if we can't actually unload it, we need to have it stored somewhere a little bit safer. So now comes the fun part of a little bit of musical cars, musical trailers as well. The big reveal.
We're opening a treasure chest.
Yeah. There's some Indiana Jones stuff going on here. Hopefully this works.
What?
I mean, it's for a Jeep, dude. I mean, I could just cut all the stuff off of here that's like Jeep stuff. Weld on some new stuff. It's gonna be from a Ford, a Chevy, a Dodge, or this one just happens to be made for a Jeep.
Okay.
What am I gonna do with this thing? Some people, this might just look like some random thing or like junk or garbage or whatever, but like this thing right here, these are legit axles for like some serious off-roading. Not only that, these things are like built for rock crawling and they are brand new in the box. Just judging by like the weathered, destroyed wood that's on the top and the bottom of these boxes, they've been sitting for a while. So
April 7th, 2021. Oh, not that long.
all right, only like a year and a half, year and a couple months. This is intimidating. Well, guys, it has been quite the day. I am not gonna get the wiring done for the light bar today, but we did get the winch working. We got the bumper installed. We had quite a day. Yesterday we got the axles. We unboxed the axles today. They're looking really, really nice. I'm really excited. Basically, today was a success.
But today is not over. We have some really exciting, surprising events happening at the end of this week, and time is just ticking away, and I have so much to do in order to prepare for it. I'm starting to freak out just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
So I have some errands that I have to go run.
So this is where we're gonna leave you guys today. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already.
Thanks guys, we love you.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios.